and welcome to the Friday live drawing and FOC talk. I am here with Daniel inside the office. He is putting last minute adjustments on to things for this weekend's activities, which I will get to in just a moment, as well as Bo is up at the store manning the store. Everyone else is out in Allen right now, setting up for Retro Expo, which is this weekend. It is starting tomorrow. I do believe it is, maybe Dan can help me out. I do believe the doors open for VIP at 9. I could be wrong with that one though. Please do check retroexpo.com for the schedule hours just to make sure, because I am probably wrong. But like I did say, Annie and the rest of the guys are out there right now setting up. Tomorrow is going to be a busy day, not only for us, but also the DFW area. This whole entire weekend is actually going to be extremely busy. There is, I believe, a home game for football on Sunday, as well as some other events in Arlington. So if you are in the Arlington area, please be safe, be kind and courteous to your fellow drivers, and keep a watchful eye. Let's see, what else? Saturday is also Batman Day, so we will be doing a sell in the store on all Batman-related items, as well as giving away free Batman comics, as well as a $10 foil variant. We are also doing a 25% off sale on the website on any Batman related titles. If you do happen to find a Batman related title or anything like that is not on a percentage off, if it is within the last 2 weeks or a pre-order, it will not be on sale. Anything else is fair game. I do believe I am 1,600 deep into the items so far. I am sure there's many more on the website that I will possibly miss. If there does come a issue that you cannot find that is on sale that is Batman related, please do send us a message and I will try to get that taken care of. With the messages though, please do be aware, with us being at shows, we do have a tendency to have to change schedules. First schedule change is, now that we are talking about the FOC, will be for the category FOC DC. Normally it is due on Sunday at 6 p.m. Unfortunately this week, with us being at the show, we do need to submit our orders a little bit early. So it will be due tomorrow night at 6 p.m. It will probably not come down until closer to 7. So just keep that in mind. Anything with DC, you must get it in within the next day or so. FOC is actually already currently live and went live always around noon on Fridays. So please be aware of that. Hello, Dan and Andrew. So with that being said, though, we are going to do the weekly drawing first, and what I'm giving away, because we are doing a celebration with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out at Fan Expo, or Retro Expo, sorry. I am giving away a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 137. It is the 1 in 10 variant and is now up on the cover cam. How the drawing works is you must make a claim on either a live show or a Facebook album. You must claim at least one item to be entered in. You are entered in for every single claim on one album that you do. Meaning, so as long as there is an album and you make one claim in it, you will be entered in weekly. Where it counts for the multiple items is the monthly drawing. So let's see who our weekly winner is today. Weekly winner would be Tony Koss. You are our winner, sir. I will get that added to your next package. Congratulations, sir. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, with that being said, we are just going to jump into the FOC. When I do these FOC talks, I will add a category on our website. If you are on a browser on a computer, please do look off to the right-hand side when you are visiting Duncanvillebookstore.com. Enter the Shop Now category. There is a header of FOC Talk, Facebook / YouTube, depending on where you're watching this from. If you click on that, the little plus sign, it will drop down a drop-down menu with today's date. please do click on that. Anything that is mentioned and possibly not mentioned on this FOC talk, anything that is coming out for this week's FOC, if we do have any other covers in that series, I have put them in that week to make it a little bit easier for you. So if you do see an issue that is not a number one, you can go back in and grab whatever you're missing with whatever we have available on the website. And please make sure that you keep in mind, if you are local, we do have stock on the website that is not necessarily in the store, and vice versa. We may have something in the store that is not necessarily on the website. So please do keep that in mind. But with that being said, the first category that we are going to talk about is FOCDC. It is due, like I said, this week on Saturday at 6 p.m. So, first up we would like to cover is Destiny Gate number 1. It is coming at you with 3 covers. It is a mini-series from Image. Image Comics is now being distributed by Lunar, which is the one that also does DC, which is why we've lumped that in now. So, life, for the most part, is the product of the decisions you make. For some, a wrong decision or two or more leads to a crossroads on the other side of the Destiny Gate. Do you fight for a chance to survive and to start anew, or do you succumb to your inner demons and end it all for you and worse yours? In this opening tale, we meet Mitchell Slate at the height of the Great Depression. Down on his luck and heading home to a disappointed and desperate family, Mitchell's train ride veers off the rails and transforms into a macabre and darkly fantastical journey into his own fragile soul. This is being released as a miniseries from Image, so please do check that out. Haunted Girl number 1 is the next one we are wanting to cover. With 3 covers, it is also a miniseries from Image. Cleo, an adopted 16-year-old Japanese American whose desperation drove her to near suicide, is trying unsuccessfully to reintegrate back into her old life. But her struggles are just beginning as she encounters an increasingly terrifying succession of ghosts. Is she losing her grip on reality, or is the explanation much worse? Next one up is Haunting on Mars number 1. It is coming at you with 2 covers. It is a miniseries as well from Scout. Amongst Image and DC Comics, Lunar does handle a handful of other smaller publications. Scout is one of them. This one is Mars is a Wasteland, a dead colony founded by a dead billionaire holding darkness and secrets within. Secrets which Echo Team are sent to uncover. A hacker, a PSIONIC, because I cannot pronounce that correctly, an empath, a soldier, and their corrupt loyalist leader. They're crashed far from the LZ, and their sanity's already unraveling. There was some pretty cool covers with this one, so please do check it out. Next up, I'd like to cover is Mitch number 1. It is 3 covers and coming at you from Scout. Mitch mixes comedy, science fiction, and urban fantasy with character Mitch as the anthropomorphic lead, juxtaposed to the seemingly realistic world of late 90s. It's chunky Roger Rabbit with a bad temper meets Indiana Jones, set in a Sam Raimi's looking cityscape. So this one did seem interesting. There was a couple of covers that I was going to check out, so that's why I added it on to the FOC talk. Next up is from DC, because talking about the FOC DC category without a DC title is a bit strange. Wesley Dodds the Sandman number 1 is coming at you with 4 covers and is a miniseries as well. The Golden Age Sandman returns in a new noir mystery. No one escapes the Sandman's dark dreams, not even Wesley Dodds himself. After years of testing and experimentation, Wesley perfected his sleep gas as the optimal weapon to fight crime without causing undue harm. But when his journal detailing all his failed and far more deadly formulas is stolen, the Sandman must hunt down the thief and the people in the shadows pulling the strings before the contents of the journal are released. That was all the titles that we were going to highlight from the DC category, but the mentions are, you missed out on the first print of Kill Your Darlings number 1. There is a second print coming up. Covers to be aware of. The Walking Dead is coming out with the Walking Dead 20th Anniversary Team-Up variants through all of the Image titles. So please be aware of that. They will have a TWD 20th anniversary team up at the very end of it. As well as with this week, starting with The Walking Dead number 73, they will have connecting variant cover C's that will start and go through issue number 78. If you will look up Walking Dead connecting Williams variants, you will see the full spread. It is kind of cool. It's got Michonne right in the center. It is definitely one I will be putting on my pull list. Last but not least is the last issues that are coming out this weekend. For pre-order is Batman White Knight presents Generation Joker 6 of 6, Haunt You to the End, which is a 5 of 5, and Weird Work, which is a 4 of 4. Please, as a last reminder, get your FOCDC in by Saturday at 6 p.m. It might come down a little bit after. Sometimes the phone service at Allen is not very good, so it may come down a little bit after 6, but do keep your eye on that, because once those are down, you cannot add anything else to those orders. On to FOC Marvel category. Pardon me. Which will still be due by Sunday at 6 p.m. They do have a couple of different storylines going on right now. The two main ones for this week are Fall of X and Dark Droids. The titles for Fall of X are Astonishing Iceman number 3, coming at you with 2 covers. Children of the Vault number 3, which has got 2 covers, and Invincible Iron Man number 11, which is coming at you with 4 covers and a 60th Avengers variant. So if you've been collecting those, please do check that one out. For Dark Droids, we have Star Wars number 39, which is coming at you with 4 covers. It's got the Return of the Jedi 40th, Clone War 15th, and action figure variants. And as a mentioning of second prints earlier, the Star Wars Dark Droids number 2 is up for grabs with the second print. Some of the titles that we were wanting to mention are Canary number 1. It is coming at you from Dark Horse with 6 covers. In 1981, a mine collapsed into itself. What was the dark substance found 666 feet underground? Blending modern horror, historical fact, and Western lore, Scott Snyder and Panosian have created a uniquely terrifying thriller with Canary. During the final days of the gold rush, one mining company in Colorado pulled up radioactive uranium, and then it collapsed in on itself. Legends sprung up about the mine being cursed or even haunted. Now the frontier is closed, the gold and silver mines have dried up, the country is being civilized, and yet in one stretch of the Rocky Mountains, a terrifying new kind of violence is suddenly emerging. Random killings, people going mad and murdering neighbors, classmates without real cause. When a schoolboy kills his teacher with a hatchet, a famous federal marshal named Ezreal William Holt is called in to investigate the killings. What he and a brilliant young geologist uncover is stranger and more horrifying than anything they could have ever imagined. I will be, for one, picking up several of these covers. Please, as a reminder, anything that has multiple covers, especially 6 or more, we will not be ordering very heavy on them. If it is not Marvel or DC, we generally tend not to order more than what has been placed with FOC. So if you do see a cover that grabs your attention and you are possibly thinking about picking it up, please do make your order for FOC. It's the only way we can guarantee you your covers on your orders. Next up is coming at you from Marvel. It is Crypt of Shadows number 1 with 2 covers. Reopening the crypt once more as All Hallows Eve draws nigh. The dust-covered slab that seals shut the crypt, blocking out the sun and casting it forever in shadow, has creaked open to let the darkness loose to prey on the Marvel Universe. Be they mercenary or mage, guided by law or by rage, our heroes will face their terror, and they best pray their spines are sturdy enough for the job, or the crypt they find may well be their own. Next up is a personal favorite of mine, being a Hellboy fan, is Giant Robot Hellboy number 1, and it's coming at you with 2 covers from Dark Horse. Hellboy is kidnapped and hooked up to a massive mecha Hellboy for a mission on a mysterious faraway island, but the island might just put up a fight on its own. Ooh, pardon me. Inspired by Mignola's viral hit pencil drawings from Mike Mignola, the Quarantine Sketchbook. Giant Robot Hellboy gets his own story in this 3-part miniseries from Mignola and longtime Hellboy artist Duncan Fegredo. I'm going to just spell it out because I'm going to say it wrong. Fegedo. So please do check that out. I cannot also forget to mention there are several hardcovers in our trade paperbacks from this week for the Hellboy series as well. So please do check those out. Speaking of trade paperbacks and hardcovers, FOC is an excellent place to get your orders in. For those of you who are a fan of collecting anything trade or hardcover, they do generally have them out on FOC, and it does take anywhere between 3 to 6 months for those to come out. They have a little bit of a longer wait period, but it does make sure that you do get your copies ordered in. Next up is also from Marvel. It is Spider-Boy #1. It is coming at you with 5 covers with a gorgeous negative space cover, as well as a Scotty Young that unfortunately has no preview. Sometimes when you do see the image coming soon, it is because we have already scoured everywhere and tried to find an image, and there just is not one to be had. So, with that being said, Secrets of Spider-Boy revealed, spinning out of the pages of Dan Slott and Mark Bagley's monumental Spider-Man run. Here comes the spectacular Spider-Boy. After the events of the end of the Spider-Verse, Spider-Boy's secret history as Spider-Man's sidekick was nearly forgotten forever, but now those mysteries will be revealed while they embark on exciting new adventures together. If you did pick up those Spider-Boy issues from Spider-Man, please do check this out. Like I did say, it is coming at you with 5 covers. Me and Dan have already discussed it with that negative space cover. It is a gorgeous cover, so please do check that out. Next up is Spine-Tingling Spider-Man #1. 0 issue did come out a few weeks ago, if not last week. I do believe it might have been the week before. My weeks do kind of tend to blend together. But Spine-Tingling Spider-Man #1 is coming at you with 3 covers from Marvel, as well with a Scotty Young cover. Terror continues for the Web Slinger after a fight with Spider-Side. Spider-Man gets taken on the most terrifying ride of his life. If you think you've already read the scariest Spider-Man story ever, you may stand corrected after this one. That is all the titles we are going to highlight. The mentions for those of you who like the second and third printings. It's Jeff #1 is coming at you with a 3rd print. Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy #1 2nd print has a gorgeous Thanos cover coming up available. And Wolverine #36 is coming out with its 2nd print. Okay, last but not least is the FOC Miscellaneous, which covers everything from Diamond. I am coming at you with about 5 titles that I would like to cover with that, and then we are going to talk a little bit more about some of the scheduling changes, and then we are going to go ahead and bow out because I still have a lot of things to do to get out to Retro Expo for tomorrow. So, first title up is Army of Darkness Forever #1. It is on there as AOD Forever #1. It's coming at you with 7 covers, 2 blanks, and a foil from Dynamite. After debuted in 1993, the classic Sam Raimi film Army of Darkness quickly became the most beloved movie of the popular Evil Dead franchise, and with the launch of their Army of Darkness comics in 2005, Dynamite set a new standard for the Ash Williams adventures in any medium. Now, after nearly 3 decades of Ash-tastic actions, Dynamite is upping the ante with the ultimate AOD comic series, Army of Darkness Forever. This is picking up immediately after the events of Army of Darkness. Ash chainsaws his way through the Techno Army of Darkness in 2093 and defends the sacred Isles of the Esmer in 1993. If you are an Army of Darkness fan, please do get your orders in for those. Those of you who do love the blanks and the foils, please do check those out. I do believe there is a white and a gray for this issue. Next up is Berserker Pen and Ink #1. It is coming at you with 3 covers. Unfortunately, 2 of them do not have previews. It is coming at you from Boom. For those that couldn't get enough of Keanu Reeves' record-obliterating jump into the comic world, Berserker returns in a new format, while fans eagerly await the Netflix feature film, the Netflix anime series, the novel, and many more comic books. In addition to enjoying the brutality and the refreshingly bleak black and white of Boom series pen and ink line, series artist Ron Gurney brings some method to the mayhem with brand new exclusive commentary. If you are a fan of those that get the artist commentary on books, please do not miss out of any of the pen and ink series. They do the black and white versions, and they are excellent at finding some little hidden tricks and tips and little bitty commentary here and there about things about the storyline that you might not necessarily have noticed otherwise. Next up is Garbage Pail Kids Through Time #1. It is coming at you with 6 covers and with 2 blanks with that, and from Dynamite. Jumping from the world of World War II at the end of Garbage Pail Kids Origins, our heroes find themselves transported to the 1980s where Garbage Pail Kids rule the world. That's right, the Garbage Pail Kids are now the dominant species on Earth, and normal humans have been subjugated and forced to live as outcasts from society. It's the planet of the Garbage Pail Kids, and we just live on it. There are 2 blanks. I do believe there is a white blank and a green blank for those 2, so please do check them out. Night of the Living Dead Kin #1 is coming at you with 4 covers from American mythology. A brand new tale set in the Night of the Living Dead universe. Family is always worth fighting for. Purgatory Hill, West Virginia, April 1968. Something is bringing the dead back to life, something new, something evil, and something unspeakably terrifying. They're coming to get you again. All 14-year-old Melba May ever knew from her small, close-knit mountain community who have helped each other to survive, to live off the land, and to keep the outside world at bay for generations. But after the unexpected death and funeral for her favorite uncle, Melba May sets out into the hills alone to prove her worth to her family and friends. What she ends up in is a far more deadly game of survival, pitted against the last person she ever imagined would want to harm her. There are fates worse than death. Last but not least is Witchhammer #1. It is coming at you with 3 covers from American mythology. It's 1938, along with the New York Yankees defending yet another World Series championship, Joe Louis defending his heavyweight title, and Hitler's Germany annexing Austria. There's a demonic outbreak in Greenwich Village, New York. As a result, hobos are being horrifically slaughtered in Washington State Square, and the local constable are now not up to the task of stopping the carnage. So, as in dark times past, the mysterious Witchhammer has been called upon to protect the innocent. So, with all those being said, though, please do check those out. Anything from Dynamite that has multiple covers, please do get your orders in for those, because we will generally only be ordering up to order on those. Last but not least, there is an image title still on this FOC miscellaneous. Diamond did end up sneaking one in that Lunar did not carry yet, which is Radiant Black #26, coming at you with 2 covers. So, with all that being said, though, please do keep in mind the schedule shifted this week for the FOC. FOC DC is due Saturday by 6 p.m. FOC Marvel is due by 6 p.m. on Sunday. And FOC Miscellaneous is due Monday at 5. Oh, pardon me. We do still have the weekly titles listed up, and those won't come down until Tuesday at 2 p.m. So if you miss anything from previous FOCs and it's not on your hard copy pull list, please do check those out. Get your last minute orders in. Anything that we do possibly have left over from Batman Day, we may offer up on the website. We have not made a final decision on that yet, so please do keep that in mind. It may not be a reality, but we did want to mention it just in the event of. With that being all said, though, with the fall season coming on, we do have multiple shows that we are going to. This weekend, like I did say, we are going to Retro Expo in Allen, which is literally only 2 miles up the road from the previous location in Plano. So if you are thinking that it's extremely far away, it's really not any further than 2 miles up the road, about 2 exits down from its original location. We are taking a week off, and then we are going to be in Houston for the Bedrock Show. So if you are down in the Houston area, please do stop by and say hello to Andy while he is out there that weekend. Then we take another weekend off, and then we are at Irving for Dallas Fan Festival, which so far they have been doing an amazing announcements with all of the new guests that are coming out for that show. So please do keep an eye on our page. We will announce as, things get adjusted and those things are coming up. We will try to make announcements as quickly as possible for any show changes, FOC date changes, or anything else that may arise. So with that being said, though, I need to run desperately to try to get the rest of everything settled out before I go out there on Saturday. Y'all do have a safe weekend for any activities that y'all are doing, whether it be in the DFW area or wherever you are. Treat each other how you wish to be treated, and we will get through this insane world together. I will see y'all on Monday. Y'all have a great afternoon if I do not see y'all out at Retro Expo.